Perfect. Okay, so I'm so happy you guys are here. I'm just gonna get started, and if people trickle in, I'm looking over at my phone so that way I can let them in on my phone. And I know a lot of people are gonna watch the recording because it was super late for them. So let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, great. So, this is all about mastering your body. And I'm so excited to share with you guys some tools that has helped me start to really understand my body, the messages that have been going on. But first, if you've ever come to any of my classes, I like us to kind of shake it out a little bit because sometimes when we're listening to this, or we can be distracted or we just come with some kind of like energy. And the best way to kind of get it out is to shake. So if you're in a place right now, I want you just to kind of stand up for me. And then you can just wiggle. Let me let her. Okay, just wiggle your body. Just wiggle your body. Get it all out. Shake your hands. That's where all the tension is, letting it all out of your body. Shake, 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 shake. And take a deep breath in for me and out. Deep breath in and out. And just go ahead and put your hand on your heart and close your eyes just for a second and just be very still and go ahead and breathe one breath in and out, another breath in and out. Okay, great. So now we can officially get started. I'm just letting some other people in as we go. Perfect. And we're recording. Great. Okay. So now let me introduce myself. So I'm Jen, who those have not met me yet, and a little bit about my story and what got me on the body journey. I've always been into fitness and the body, but probably 2.5 years ago, I struggled with fatigue so bad. I remember to the point we were playing like tennis with my husband. It was like 10 a.m. and I like looked at him, I was like, I need to go home and take a nap. And that is so unlike me because I am normally like Energizer Bunny. So I knew something was off. I knew something was off. So I decided to go to, let me go get my blood done. Okay. I never do that. Nothing against Western medicine, but I just was like, I was in a stuck place. So I went and got blood work done and I sat down and the lady, the doctor was like, she didn't even hear me out. And she's like, well, you have 4 kids, so you're tired. I was like, no, this is more than just tired. Like something is off, something is wrong. And I got blood work done, and a lot of my levels were like on the lower end or the higher end of the blood work, but they were normal, right? Who can relate to normal blood work? And it can be so frustrating because I left there not having any answers and just even more stuck. So I knew I had to go on a journey myself to find answers if I wanted to heal. So I started working with a mentor and I got down to the emotional root causes that were keeping me stuck. So we'll be talking about this a lot, the energetic and physical action. So a lot of times we physically take action to get better. We eat this, we work out here, we do this, we take this supplement, but we're forgetting the energetic piece. And as soon as that clicked in for me and some other stuff we're going to be talking about today, my energy has skyrocketed. A lot of my body ailments have disappeared. My sciatica nerve pain is gone. And I had that since the age of like 21, really bad. So I'm really excited to dive deeper into all of this knowledge for you. And stay tuned until the end because I'm going to test two people. You can give me a food you want test or a workout you want tested to see if what match it is for your body. Okay. So let's get going. Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, your weight will never go away? Your digestion is awful. You're either going to the bathroom too much or not enough, and it can be so frustrating. You feel so bloated no matter how many probiotics pills you're taking. Your brain feels foggy. Your hips feel tight, especially as women. We carry so much in our hips. So you're either missing the energetic or the physical piece or both, like I was talking about before. A lot of us who maybe not in the spiritual space, a lot of us go after the physical action, but we forget that our body is also energetic. We're 50% physical, 50% energetic, and we need both to heal. And okay, let me go to the next slide so we can get in there. Okay, hold on. Let me let one person in. Perfect. Thank you guys for being patient. I am my own assistant today. So, back to the energetic and the physical, and a lot of people missing that piece. And remember, our bodies remember something that happens to us a long time ago. We may have physically worked through it, right? We've been to therapy, we talked it through, we feel better, but we never fully release it from the body. We never were taught as young kids how to fully work through emotions, how to fully process and let it all go. So then it gets stuck in our body. And then this is what happens. Our body holds on to it and it gives us little signals and we are not paying attention. So then it has to wake us up by giving us a big sickness, a big ailment. This is where your bloating, your fatigue starts to come in, and its goal is to get you back on track. So that's the energetic and physical piece there. So next I wanted to talk about, this is my client, Melissa. So she did this work with me. And the biggest problem she had was every month around her cycle, like she says, she becomes a little monster. She was binging and eating sugar, and she was moody and so grumpy. And after we made this and created this plan for her, we're mastering her body. She now has symptom-free cycles. She's actually lost weight without trying, which is so amazing. And she was telling me the other day that she demonized bread, which I feel like a lot of us do. We're like, bread is bad, bread makes us gain weight. But it turned out sourdough was a really high match for her. And now she eats sourdough every day and she's not gaining weight. And she actually is feeling that she's getting nutrients, because a lot of times as women, right, we feel like we have to deprive ourselves to get to our goal, our body goal. We have to deprive ourselves. But then we're undernourishing ourselves and then we're tired. Do you see how this like starts to go? And then we start to play mind games in our head, and then we're feeling guilty, and then we're beating ourselves up. Then the weekend comes and we're like, well, I'm flipping hungry and my period comes, so now I'm just gonna eat everything in the kitchen, right? My favorite meme of all time was, I saw it was like, okay, that 5 pounds I lost during the week, I gained in my fridge this weekend, right? It's the best. It's so freaking true, because we restrict so much, we hold on and deprive ourselves, then we can't sustain. It's just not sustainable. Okay, so what we're teaching here is about not a fad diet. It's not the Instagram people who are saying, I did this and this healed this, right? I did this and I went vegan, I went paleo, I did this workout, I walked 10,000 steps. That's the big one right now. I walked 10,000 steps. Maybe your body isn't able to walk that right now. Maybe your body needs to walk more. These aren't individualized, and that's where a lot of the problem lies, okay? So these were Melissa's results. So the next is, what would it feel like to finally feel safe and trust your body again? Okay. A lot of times what happens is, I'm just going to my notes so I don't forget to tell you guys things. Okay. So actually first, I want you guys to close your eyes for a second. Just really feel into your body. Imagine what it feel like to fully trust it, to know that you were not born broken. Because a lot of times what happens is we feel something is wrong. We were born wrong and we don't trust our body. Our body is failing us in so many ways. What would it feel like if you fully believed in your body? You fully believed it was giving you everything you needed. You would start to begin to have peace. You wouldn't be so mean to yourself about the way your body looks. You would start to have this relationship with your body. You wouldn't have to look at outside circumstances to make you feel good. You would feel good within yourself. So imagine that feeling. Imagine it inside you now. Then you can kind of blink open your eyes. And that's the feeling I want you guys to take with you today. Trusting your body, knowing your body is on your side and it's not against you, okay? It is super vital that we start to learn that. So another thing I want to talk about is the nervous system trauma responses. This is a huge thing going over the internet like crazy right now. We're seeing it everywhere, right? Nervous system regulation, the fight. So your fight is when you're stuck in hustle and burnout. Flight is you're constantly pivoting, you're changing directions. It looks like, I'm sure you guys have done this. Okay, I should go on a run. No, I should go do push-ups. No, I got to go to the bank. Okay, no, wait, I got to go to the store. And you could just not make a decision and you're going back and forth and driving yourself insane, okay? Freeze is when you're numb, unclear, and shut down. It looks like I know I should do this, but I literally cannot move my body to go do it, right? And then fawn is your people pleasing. You will do everything to make everyone else feel better. So why I bring this up and why this is important. If we are stuck in one of these trauma responses, we're never going to hit our goals. In fact, if we're stuck in freeze, I'll give you this example of freeze. I personally was stuck in freeze about a year ago. And the workouts I was doing actually were harming my body because my body just was like stuck and numb and like shut down. And it was starting to become super inflamed because I just was not trusting it. I was over burned out. And the workouts I was doing was actually causing a lot of histamine issues. So you can see when you're stuck in one of these trauma responses, doing certain things, eating certain foods might be really affecting you. So the first thing you want to do is address the nervous system trauma response. So basically what I did, which is so crazy for me, is I normally am like a crazy workouter. I laid in the sun. I just literally sat there and that was my workout. I was unthawing my body. Okay, so I'd lay there 20 minutes. That was my workout until my nervous system could come back, until it was no longer in that freeze, fight, flight, and like fight, flight, and freeze or fawn. I wasn't able to properly feel good. And that's why it's vital. That's, you could be doing all the right things, right? You could be eating correctly. You could be working out. You could be running your business, right? This has a lot to do with a lot. You could be running your business, but you're getting nowhere. It's because you are stuck in here and then you're just going to get in a burnout. Then you're going to spiral and cycle all over again. Then you think something's wrong with you, right? What is wrong with me? I can't get going. So that's a huge impact. And that's where the nervous system trauma response plays a huge role in you being able to feel better and feel what your body is actually supposed to feel like on your side, because it's on our side. Okay. Here's another client testimony I wanted to share with you guys. So, this person said she's been seeking an intuitive healer to pull information about what is best in nourishing her body for months now. Because, like I said, a lot of the stuff out there is a one size fits all, and we are individual people, okay? We need individual plans, we need individual help in this way. So she finally found her answers. And then I wanted to pinpoint down here, which was super vital. Um, where is it? Okay. What really stood out is I mentioned a couple of food allergy issues, and she gave me alternatives that were a high match for me, as well as providing me with belief shifting tools that would help relieve the allergies over time. So you might be wondering, we can fix allergies? Yes. A lot of the times we can. And there's usually this emotional belief, this emotional block that is keeping you stuck, and you're just living in your head and it's running circles all the time. And that can cause certain foods to have inflammation. Okay. Having these energy blocks can keep you back from your body goal. So that's super vital. Okay, let me see the next slide. All right, so now I'm going to take time for two people. If you want to throw a food in there in the chat, just throw a food. I will quickly test it for you to see what percent match it is for your body. Or if you have a workout you're questioning, go ahead and throw it in the chat, and I'll test two people for you. I love, yeah, the importance of working in, not just working out. It's so true. And I'll add this as I'm waiting for someone. Okay, Keisha says 15 minutes, key going, okay, let's do sourdough bread. Okay, so, using my body map method, how aligned is organic sourdough bread for Ashana's body? Okay, I'm gonna mispronounce your Ashana. Apologies if I mispronounce your name. So Ashana, organic sourdough bread for you is 97% effective. So non-organic is more 54%. So I would definitely, if you're gonna go organic bread, sourdough, go organic bread. That's gonna be good for you. Okay, so Keisha, 15 minutes of Ke oh my gosh, I'm gonna totally butcher.
I think it's just Qigong.
Qigong. Okay, thank you. I had a feeling that's what it was. I was like, what the heck? Okay, so 15 minutes of Qigong routine for your body, for Keisha's body. Okay, I'm getting 88%. 40. Okay, if you did it 4 days a week, you're going to be more at 97%. So it's actually something you want to do more. So that's awesome. Okay, cool. And what's crazy about this too is I intuitively tested what my step count was, right? Because everyone's hearing right now, wear your weighted vest, get your 10,000 steps. But I'll let someone in. But that might not be effective for your body, right? So I tested for myself, which to me was like wild. It was like 14,000 steps 4 days a week. And I was like, how the heck am I going to do that? Like, I am going to be burnt out, fatigued. What ended up happening is my brain went on a whole nother level. My energy actually skyrocketed. It's what my body was craving, right? And right now I'm in a season of not lifting weights because that's what my body wants. I'm in a really big season of getting out of all the trauma, all the fight and flight. And this is a lot of people too. And sometimes, powering through is not the best for you. This is where you, and I want to start to not test you guys. I want you to start using your own intuition, right? You can just start going in. If you don't have trained intuition, just lean into your body and say, does this feel right for me right now? And you'll know anyone who's watching this is very intuitive, and you're going to have this gut feeling and knowing which way to go, right? So just keep that in mind. Okay. So now I want to talk about my program. It's Mastering Your Body. This is a 4-week program, and it's not a group program. It's very individualized. What it's going to look like is you're going to have 4 one-on-one calls with me. And the first one is designed your personal body map. I know some people in here have my body map, which is amazing. So what my body map is I'm testing 80 plus foods of what is high match for you, organic and non-organic. When's the best time to eat when you wake up? When should be your biggest meal? How many hours you should wait in between your meals? How many carbs, fats, proteins should your meals be? How much water should you drink? What workouts are best for you? This one is my favorite, the emotional root block that's keeping you stuck from your body goals. Okay. So this is what the body map looks like. So I will do that for you in week 1. And then we'll have a call. It'll be an hour call and we're going to go over it. We're going to go over what the physical root blocks are that are holding you back from your body. And you're going to get this body map so you can start to see what foods are good for you and what workouts. Okay. Then week 2 is an emotional release and somatic release. We're going to take one of those root blocks that is keeping you stuck from your body, and we're going to do 30 minutes of rewiring the emotional root block. So a lot of times we have these things in our subconscious mind, and it's not our fault. I'll try to quickly explain.
Oh,
Our subconscious mind, um,
play on this table.
hello. Let me see if I can mute. There you go. Okay, cool. Um, so our subconscious mind is 90% of our thinking. And a lot of times we have these patterns, we have this old trauma that's stuck in our brain. Until we can rewire them, we'll always stay in the same cycle. Yes, maybe you'll start to heal a little bit, but you're always going to come back to this. So week 2, we're going to work on nailing that first emotional root block. So it'll be 30 minutes of the rewiring. And then the last 30 minutes, we're going to move into somatic movement and energy healing. So somatic movement, a lot of people take it a little too serious. It's more of what your body needs. And I'm going to be able to intuitively test what movements are going to be the best for your body at that time to release all the old baggage and everything in you. Okay, so that's week 2. Week 3 is going to be another 60-minute phone call. So 30 minutes is going to be about another root block. So we'll dive into another root block, rewiring it, and all of that. Then the next 30 minutes is going to be, I'm going to be teaching you about lymphatic drainage and where specifically in your body are your detox pathways closed. So that way we can open them up. You can do this at home. I'm going to teach you how. You can start to open them up. So that way, hold on, someone got let out. So that way you can start to fully drain your body. So a lot of times people's detox pathways are stuck and they may be detoxing, but it has nowhere to move to. So this is what we're going to be working on in week 3. And of course, some energy healing, energy clearing as well. So in week 4, this is our integration and anchoring. We're going to close your journey by wrapping up anything that you want to work on a little bit more. Then my goal is to make sure you have a clear path ahead of you. You know which direction you're going within your body. You know how to get there. Any energy work we need to wrap up. So that's what we're going to do week 4. You also get with the Mastering Your Body program is Telegram access to me Monday through Friday. So we can directly talk back and forth. If something comes up, you have a question, you can text it to me or voice note it to me and I'll be able to respond back. So it's like having me in your pocket for 4 weeks. Any intuitive questions you need regarding this, I'll be able to answer for you. Okay, so of course, the money is always the question, right? So your Mastering Your Body program is going to run at $1,111. But for the next 48 hours, it will be a $750. And yes, there is a payment plan because I know times are hard right now. But this is honestly a steal because this is for one-on-one calls with me, really starting to heal your body, really starting to connect your body back to your mind and working and integrating them all together and really starting to understand what your body needs, understanding those ailments and how to heal them. Imagine not having hip pain anymore or the neck pain or the bloatedness. This is what we're really going to work on. And what makes this program so different, it's not a one size fits all. It is unique to your specific body. Okay. So that's what I have for you right now. I'm going to close out this thing here and then let me go back to you guys. Stop share. Okay. Thank you guys for joining. And then now I want to open it up. If anyone has any specific questions you want to ask, anything you want clarification on, we can use this time to ask now. And if not, totally cool. I appreciate you guys joining on. So does anyone have any questions? You can either type them or unmute, whatever you would like to do. Let me see. Okay. All right, great. Well, if we have no questions, let's see. I'm going to stop the recording.